Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Febri from class 2A Diplomatry English for Tourism. Now I would like to discuss the topic about what should Bali do to cope with Covid-19 pandemic effect toward tourism recovery in the future. But before I start to discuss the topic, firstly I would like to explain about the Covid-19 pandemic. The Covid-19 pandemic, also known as the coronavirus pandemic, is an ongoing pandemic of coronavirus disease of 2019. And this virus caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome of coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2. The outbreak was first identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern on 30 January and a pandemic on 11 March. And as of 10 June 2020, more than 7.18 million cases of COVID-19 have been reported in more than 188 countries and territories, resulting in more than 408,000 people deaths and more than 3.35 million people have recovered. And the virus is primarily spread between people during close contact and most often via small droplets produced by coughing, sneezing, and talking. The droplets usually fall to the ground or onto surfaces rather than traveling through air over long distance. Less commonly, people may become infected by touching a contaminated surface and then touching their face. It is most contagious during the first 3 days after the onset of symptoms, although spare is possible before symptoms appear and from people who do not show symptoms. The pandemic has caused global social and economic disruption, including the largest global recession since the Great Depression. It has led to the postpone and cancellation of many sporting, religious, political, and cultural events, widespread of pollutants and greenhouse gases. Schools, universities, and colleges have been closed either on nationwide or local basis in 172 countries, affecting approximately 98.5% of the world's student population. Misinformation about the virus and it has been circulated through social media and the mass media. There have been incidents of xenophobia and discrimination against Chinese people and against those perceived as being Chinese or as being from areas with high infection rates. In addition to this field, tourism is also affected quite extraordinary from the existence of this virus. This time, I will discuss about tourism in Bali. As we all know, Bali is the largest contributor to the country's division through the tourism sector. Tourism in Bali can be said as a well-known tourism. Many attractions that can be offered and enjoyed by both local and foreign tourists. Besides that, there are also many big hotels in Bali, so that most of the lives people in Bali in particular depend on tourism. With the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, this is quite a bad influence for tourism in Bali. Why is that? So, due to the existence of this pandemic, for the time being, the tourism sectors in Bali must be closed until the unspecified deadline. In addition, many hotel employees were laid off due to the pandemic. However, according to the plan, new normal will be applied. So, with this course, Bali must be prepared to reopen the tourism sectors. However, the recovery of tourism in Bali cannot be done in a short time. All of this certainly requires a long time and process. Tourism will take at least 1 year to recover from COVID-19. Bali tourism sector, the industry hardest hit by COVID-19 and is projected to take a long time to recover, although the pandemic is expected to slow down in the third quarter this year. This and business player estimate. Tourism sector really depended on the people's psychology and was very sensitive to safety and security aspects. In the recovery period, regaining people's trust to travel again after the pandemic would be a challenging task. During the recovery period, unlike other business sectors, tourism will take a longer time to return to normality because tourists need to ensure that the situation is really safe and secure before they travel again. So it will take a long time. All industrial sectors in the world are preparing their respective operational procedural standards, or said SOP, to be able to adapt in that era. One of them is the tourism sectors. Indonesia itself has been the world's favorite tourist destination, is Bali. As a destination that is often a choice for foreign tourists, Bali is in the midst of getting ready to welcome new normal. However, according to Deputy Governor of Bali, Cokorda Oke Arta, or commonly called Cok Aceh, he argues, in the context of Bali, new normal will be called the New Era of Bali or Bali's New Era. In the Indonesia Tourism Forum teleconference on Friday, 15 May 2020, Cok Aceh said, in the context of Bali, he didn't call it new normal, but he called it the new era of Bali, which would change the paradigm of tourism going forward. Bali's plan in October is quite interesting. Gradually opening tourist destination by following strict health protocols and conducting ongoing promotion regarding organization event, roadshows, and media campaigns. But all of that just a plan, depending on the readiness of each region, and given the large number of protocol requirements that must be prepared. Therefore, Bali must pay more attention to the readiness of each tourist area in Bali, so that later the new normal trial period can run well as expected. In addition, for the future, in the new normal, Bali must pay more attention to health standard or protocol in each tourism sectors, both from individuals or tourist attraction. This will hopefully be able to help Bali recover quickly from the recovery period. Therefore, the government and all people in Bali must work together to restore Bali after the COVID-19 pandemic. One thing that can be done is to maintain clean lines in accordance with established health protocols. So with that, the tourists will feel and comfortable when visiting Bali. Okay, that's all my presentation about what should Bali do after the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. See you on the next video.